Oh God, I forgot how to see. I should do this more often so I remember how to even watch the comments that go by. I need like a moderator. All these big channels, well, not big in like subscriber count, but big in like they've got friends that'll come on and moderate for them. Who's that? I got like one viewer, two viewers. Doug, how's it going? Average clad per year. I don't know. I see some people at $1,000. I've probably rolled $500 or $600 worth of coins, so I'm at I'm easily within $1,000 worth of clad a year. Two, Doug, you and somebody else is on. Somebody else is on. Hey, I got three. Come on, peoples. I'm gonna show some of my rings, and I'm gonna vent tonight. So if you guys are not wanting to hear me vent a little bit, tonight's live's about what happened to me today. So if you guys are on, you got to comment so that I know who I'm talking to, because I don't want to just talk randomly to somebody I don't want to offend. Because I might offend you tonight, because I'm just gonna, I don't know, talk about other channels. If you guys want to ask me anything, wasn't that the title of it? Didn't I put ask me anything? Metal detecting channel. So Doug asked me about how much clad per year. Easily $1,000, Doug. I get between $3 and $10. If I was to clad hunt for the day, I'd probably do a $20 day in clad hunting, but I never search for clad. If you're hunting the white sand, you should easily be able to hit between $10 and $20 worth of clad a day. And then there's some works. Body work, Tinks, what's going on? Tinks is always with me. Thanks, Tinks. I'll show some of my finds. I think I showed them in the video. I still have this diamond ring. Did you guys see this this emerald ring? How's that light? Kind of bright for you, kind of bright for me. Yeah, my best emerald ever. How about that? Like, it's got to be like 1.5 carat emerald, 14 karat. Guys, don't just come on to look at my pretty face. Come on and say something. I just crashed what? Or cashed $900 or $293. That's sweet. I love seeing that. Hey, I took 4 rings in today. I got $500. You know. Hey, I love talking to you guys. Once a couple more people, I don't know, we're about 10 now. I'll tell you what happened to me. Big hugs from Brazil. Awesome. I love it. Like, I'm being seen from all over the world, guys, and it's so humbling. I love seeing it. Yeah, if you guys need a new scoop, Extreme Scoops, right? So I don't get paid to promote Extreme. Stealth Scoop sent me a scoop, and you don't hear me talking about the Stealth Scoop, but John from Extreme Scoops sent me 2 scoops now, and I'm not sponsored by them, so they don't send me money, but he did send me a free product. Jason, what's up? Out of California, guys. Hey, so I'm going to be talking today about something that happened to me, and it's something that upsets me always, and it's hard for me not to get a little bit upset about it. I was hunting today, and I ran into a ring recovery service, or a search and recovery service that provides a local recovery service. It's Suncoast Search and SSRAC. I don't even know their initials. It's a search and rescue service here locally. So they had some guys that were hunting for a lady's lost tennis bracelet. She lost her tennis bracelet like July 1st. So what is today? The 17th. So over 2 weeks ago. And these guys got the information. They're search and rescue. I'm just conveniently there to help out a little bit. And they got the information from the woman, and then her husband came and brought the 3 guys that were hunting to rescue her bracelet to what he thought was the spot that she lost her bracelet. Well, me not being involved in their search and just volunteering my time to help out, plus I've got, my GoPros on me, and I want to get a good story. I asked her more pertinent questions, and there's things you need to ask during the recovery. So First off, was it lost in the water? Right? What up, Josh? So, was it lost in the water? Was it lost before the sandbar or after the sandbar? Where on land were you? You know, these kind of questions. So, I asked her if she lost it before the sandbar or after the sandbar. Well, her story was, I was asking my husband where the sandbar was, meaning they hadn't gotten to the sandbar yet, and she realized she lost it. So her story to me was she hadn't gotten to the sandbar yet. Well, to me, that means she hadn't gotten to the sandbar yet. So her husband had already taken the three guys from the search and rescue out onto the sandbar, and they were already 15 feet onto the sandbar, and they're doing like grid patterns well out onto the sandbar. And the story she just gave me is she didn't think she had gotten to the sandbar yet. Well, here's my a little bit of my confusion is, why were they out on the sandbar hunting for her tennis bracelet when she thinks that she was in the trough? So I let them hunt out on the sandbar. I started hunting the trough where I got the more information from the lady who lost it. Well, this whole story is going to come around to male dominance and an old era that we used to be in, where men used to dominate women by, this is the whole women's lib and stuff, right? So men used to turn to their wife and just give them a look, and their wife would just shut up. That's an old era. Those guys are way, way out of date. And it's hard for me to talk about this because 95% of my viewers are 45-year-old men and older. So I'm going to offend a lot of old men tonight with my conversation. So this guy, Mike, that I met, it was Mike, Ed, and another guy named Dane. After about an hour, those guys were hunting out on the sandbar. This guy, Mike, came in to gather a little bit more information, which you would have thought he should have probably gathered to begin with. And so for the last 2 weeks, I've been studying waves and wave science so that I could become a better metal detectorist and find more rings in the water. So you find rings through rip events, through holes that are created in the water, through wave action. So for the last couple of weeks, I've literally been studying. So I could be a professor on wave science, like for real. So this guy, his name's Mike, has been hunting for 30 years, comes out of the water, asks her a couple questions, and I tried to interject with what she told me, and he told me that I need to close my mouth because I hadn't been hunting for 30 years and I needed to listen more. Guys, at that moment, I got my, look, this is what it looks like, right? This is Derek looking at you. I turned on my camera so that we could hear what Mike had to say. So this is why I'm here talking to you today. So out of respect for the lady, I'm not going to give you the location of our search area today. And out of respect for the Suncoast Search and Rescue, I'm not going to give the location of our search area today so that they can go back and try to find this lady's tennis bracelet. It's lost. She lost it 2 weeks ago. We've had 2 weeks of a west wind and a wave event that's moved the sandbar 100 yards. So the sand that was 100 yards out is now all 40 feet from the beach. Her bracelet's buried under sand, guys. And I've only been doing this full time for 8 or 9 months now, since September last year. And I don't call myself an expert, but that was the cocky comment that I said back in another video back in there. I'm good at what I do. I'm in the water every day, 6 to 8 hours a day. I watch, I observe. That's why you guys just see me go to my gold, right? This is all my gold for this year. I just walk to the gold because I know where it's at. And then that's what I've learned. This guy tells me to stop talking and to listen because he's been doing it for 30 years. Well, I don't know how I'm going to approach this guy, Mike, whether I embarrass him, whether I make a video to embarrass him, to show him how successful I've been this year, to show him that I hunt with people that have only hunted for a few weeks. And then I get guys from California sending me how to hunt messages, and they've been hunting 20 years, right? So I listen, whether you've been hunting for 4 weeks, 4 months, 4 years, 40 years, I listen. I hunt with Ron Lord. Ron's a legend. Ron hunts for the last 50 years metal detecting full time. Ron's a legend. I listen to Ron, but Ron listens to me because there's some things that I see that maybe he didn't see, even in the 50 years that Ron's been hunting. So if somebody tells you to stop talking because they've been doing something for 30 years, how can I say this politely? I don't know. Like I said, I just hit record. This is the guy that turns and looks at his wife to get his wife to shut up. This is the guy that's way out of his time. If you don't think you guys can learn from a 4-year-old, I don't want to be any part of you. I don't want you to be any part of me, because a 4-year-old hasn't been corrupted by all the things that we think we've learned. And a 4-year-old has an open mind, so you need to listen. A 4-year-old can tell you what's what. So today's message is just listen, guys. If 4 guys of 30 years that have been hunting 30 years tell you something different, who are you going to listen to? Can't be friends with all of them. Just listen to things that you think that you can take from the conversation. Always keep your ears open. Me, the reason I'm better than most, or the reason I think I'm better than most, is because I listen to a little bit of this or a little bit of that, and then I accumulate what I've been doing for however long I've been doing. I offer my services to you guys at any time. So, anybody got any questions for me? I've got 24 people watching. 5 thumbs up, 24 people. Come on, people. Give me something. Give me a question. What do you want to know about me? I'm about ready to hit the road. I'm going to go to Vermont. I'm going to head down to Texas to see Michael Berryhill. And then I'm going to do a Texas tour. And then I'm going to head out to Southern California. That's kind of like my plans for the next 2 months. Is it scroll up? Scroll up where? Oh, there it is. Thank you. Hey, so here's another thing. I've got the world's best beaches, being here in Florida, right? I've probably got South Beach is one of the world's best beaches. Clearwater Beach is obviously one of the best beaches in the world. So Sunday, day's today, Friday. Sunday and Monday, I'm going to be doing Clearwater Beach. I'm going to do like a restaurant review, nightclub review. I'm going to make metal detecting the world's best beaches. So I'm going to probably do 2 or 3 beaches here in Florida. Thankfully, I've got some of the world's best beaches here in Florida. And then I watch what happens in this cycle. So I'll do 3 videos, and then I bet I'll be invited throughout the country. I know some boys in Southern California, and I know, Hermosa Beach and a couple beaches out there are like world-class beaches. So I'm going to be heading to California after Texas, and I bet Texas, Corpus Christi's probably got some great beaches. So this question was answered today as well. There are some people that metal detect full-time for a living. It's not easy, right? You need to find what, $4,000 a month worth of something. $1,000 a week is probably what you consider to survive, right? So what if you found, did you see the video where, it was 2 videos ago, no, it was yesterday's video. Dude had a 150 gram chain on with a cross on it, 150 grams. I added it up, it's $5,200 melt. How many of those would it take you to support your life? 2 of those a year, 2 diamond rings a year, then you're making $30,000-$40,000 a year. So can you make money off of metal detecting, or can you live off metal detecting? Absolutely. It's what I've been doing. I'm lucky enough to live with my mom, right? So my rent's 0, or I've just got a few things that I've got to maintain for her to maintain this lifestyle of mine. I'm building YouTube. My first check from YouTube was $167. Next month looks like it's going to be $120. By the end of next year, I hope to be making 6 figures off of YouTube. A lot of people don't think I'm going to be doing that, but my goal, and if you guys know me, it's kind of what I do. So my goal is to be making somewhere in the six-figure range off of YouTube next year. Right? Somebody else can find the gold. I've had people complain that I find too much gold here in Florida. Yeah, Miss Yvette, Sarah, I will absolutely see you before. And you guys don't ever need an excuse to come over to St. Pete to see me. I invite everybody here to St. Pete. Cop Tech, his name's Gary. He just asked me if I would hunt with him Monday. So I'm going to be doing a collaboration with, I think that's his name, Gary. Yeah, Gary Gross. He's Cop Tech out of Lakeland. He's got a good channel. Guys, go over and check him out. Tell him Vermont Derek sent you. Let's give him some subscribers before he even meets me. But listen, I've shouted out to a lot of people that have kind of ignored me, and now that my channel's blowing up, they're starting to reach out to me, and don't think that I'm going to be as receiving. See my question above. Hang on. $700. Hang on. Trashy Iron Rivers Beaches is hard to use all metal mode. And oh, you did say that. So no, you still need. I do know some people that discriminate. No, you still need to listen to the grunts, right? So bottle caps, and that's the worst part about the Equinox, is bottle caps will give some bottle caps will give a clean 16 or a clean 14 or a clean 15. You're going to dig some bottle caps. Even in all metal mode, you're going to dig some bottle caps because it's not going to let you know that it's iron, right, or non-ferrous. So you're going to dig some bottle caps. Just always leave all metal mode, always. Tinks, yeah, man, if she hadn't given you a call, you might want to check on her. It's Cop Tech, Coptech, Cop Tech. He's out of Lakeland. Use a space between the cop, Coptech, Cop Tech. Oh man, I did have somebody call me butthead one day because I think I laugh that way too. Yeah, the SoCal treasure hunter, he turned me into the Cop Tech guy, and then he's the one that contacted me telling me he wanted to do a collaboration today. So we're going to be doing some Clearwater Beach Monday morning. You're going to be seeing some of that stuff too. I would hope to get with, I've got some properties up north. I'm going to get back with the Messy Hole, and there's some guys up there, the Stealth Hunters, there's some guys I just want to hunt with. I've invited a couple other people that haven't given me the time of day, but I won't invite them anymore. Orlando. Yeah, so Central Florida, just do like the research on what the Spanish did to settle Florida, right? So they came in the Peace River, and then they went all the way up the Peace River. The Peace River goes all the way up into like it's like Lakeland area, just south of Orlando, in the middle central of Florida, right? So I'm sure there's some old property in Orlando to hunt. Just look for some old houses. Anything in the 1900s is a good house to look for. There's not really that much history in Florida earlier than the 1900s. Except for it goes back to like really early, but then that's the Indian stuff, and then you need to look into the actual history of Florida. Sorry if I'm pausing, I'm just trying to read, guys. I appreciate all you. Bernie, I'm going to be out over to your side. I got a buddy coming over from Fort Pierce tomorrow to play High Lie. So tomorrow I'm going to play High Lie. try to get out to the beach. And I know you're in Fort Myers, but it's like 2.5 hours for me to get down to Fort Myers from here. I really would love to go. I know that they just closed Coquina Key Beach for re-nourishment. So, hey, if you're in Clearwater, brother, we're going to be parking in the middle. I think it's up by the Hilton. You'll see me. I'll be the goon with 2 cameras on, and I'm sure Gary will be with me, and I'm sure he'll have some cameras on him too. And anybody wants to come out, I'll always meet somebody at the beach. Suggestion, what do you suggest I should do to use a handle for my scoop? Tonight, my broomstick broke. I've used everything, guys. Back when I couldn't afford anything or had people giving me stuff, I made a scoop out of a PVC pipe. I'll be riveting stuff. I'll be drilling holes in stuff, making plastic. I mean, I don't know. I created stuff. I used to have the Sovereign GT that JJ James has 2 of now. And I told him, I said, when I had that machine, I made one of those waterproof boxes, got the grommets. I made the Sovereign waterproof, and then realized by the time I spent all the money, I should have just bought an an Excalibur. See you later, Tinks. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm excited to get over there, Bernie, on the East Coast. I think that I'll have. I don't know. I did watch your video, and you showed me something about the turnaround, the 12 o'clock turnaround. I think I even made a comment about Steve Gigmaster. He said he hunts in this complete circle fan mode. I don't know. I like to do like an up and down process until I find the targets, and then when I find the heavies, that's when I really grid and go back. If I find a ring or any change deposit, I'll start doing circles. Even if it's on a hill, I'll even do circles on a hill. But generally, I won't grid something unless I feel it needs to be gridded. I'm in St. Petersburg, Tampa area. I'm actually in St. Petersburg. So I'm 25 minutes from 35 miles of beach. And then I gotta say that differently. So I'm 40 minutes from 70 miles of beach. Yeah, circles work well, and I bet out there on the East Coast where the beaches are real flat, I bet they work really well. Obviously, our beaches here are a lot more sloped, so a circle is almost a waste of time unless it's flatter. I wanted the 3030, Jason. I wanted the CTX 3030, but Josh keeps saying it's too heavy. It's too heavy. So I don't know. I wanted the what is the one? White's just went out of business, so I wanted one of them before they went out of business. What's it called? The Surfmaster, the big yellow coil. But obviously, there's some really expensive machines. The Garrett ATX, what is that, like a military grade machine? That thing's like $3,200. There's some machines that maybe even the gold, what is it, the GPX 7000 or whatever it is. There's some gold monsters and stuff like that. Yeah, I wanted to come up to Gainesville, you guys. I think I already even gave you guys a shout out, like, hey, I want to come up there. COVID doesn't bother me. I'll come anywhere. I wear a mask today. Like, the only reason I wear these masks, well, first off, that Josh got me into wearing them because he gave me one. But the only reason I wear these masks is respect for other people, right? Because I think it's all a big conspiracy. Not saying it's not real, but I'm saying they're trying to keep the little man little. They don't want any entrepreneurs anymore. They don't want there to be a middle class. They want rich and poor so that they can control us with their donations, their little $1,000, here you go, supplemental payments. But I can't talk about that on my metal detecting channel because I'll upset some people, and then that's all politics. Trump's a douche and Biden's an idiot. What do? If you guys go this way, you're screwed. Let's get 4 more years of this idiot over here. Or this douche. What did I call? Who did I call what? Yeah, that's like my ultimate would be a CTX 3030 with a 17-inch coil. And what are those harnesses that you can hang your machine on? Wow! I think that's like my first $5 from somebody. Who's that LW? Is that Floors? Floors? What's your name? Type your name in for me so that I can see your name and thank you properly. Yeah, if you guys want to know about like sand erosion and a lot, I don't know. I'm seriously. I started writing the book today. I got it over here. I'm starting to write a little book. It's probably going to be like a 100-page manual, but the questions are like, why do you want to metal detect? That's got to be your first question you ask yourself before you start metal detecting. Why do you want to metal detect? That's just it. If you want to find something, well, then you need to start with a $500 machine and a $100 scoop. You can't get the $60 scoop, you're going to break it. You can't get the $300 machine because it's not going to work properly. Now, I take that back. So, MindLab came out with the Vanquish this year, and the Vanquish is a really good machine. Simplex came out with the Nocta Simplex there, the Macro or whatever that is. Those are $199 machines that are starting to change the game a little bit. So you want to spend a minimum of $400 on your equipment. You need a good shovel. You need a good, what do they call it, leche. And I'm blessed, guys. I get people sending me stuff. Josh sent me a light. Ron gave me this leche, right? John from Extreme Scoops sent me 2 shovels now, 2 scoops now. I'm blessed. But if you send me something, I'm going to give you the honest review. I mean, I'm going to give you an honest review. If I break it, I'm going to break it on camera, and you're not going to like it, you know? So if it's the best, I'll tell you it's the best. If it's not, I'll tell you that. You didn't give me your name. LW Floors or Flower. FLOOR1. Do you like install floors for a living? What is your name? Tell me your name so that I can thank you properly for the $5 I just earned. Who's the live man? You guys don't need to do that. I appreciate it though. This is what I do for a living. You guys know that. Uh-oh. You guys like Hootie and the Blowfish? Hang on. Let me hang up on that. That's my ringtone, Hootie and the Blowfish. Reminding me of an old girlfriend. That's so sad. Jason, you rock, brother. Just need about another $50 and I'll be able to make it out to California. How many tanks of gas is that? The E-Track. So, is the E-Track... Darren. Okay. Darren from Minnesota, guys. You see that? $5 from Live Dig Metal Detective Beast. He's a beast. You call yourself a beast, you're a friend of mine. So he's rolling with an E-Track. I watched Metal Detecting NYC Merrill. Collaborated with him. That's like his first machine. He says it's super deep. He even said it's deeper than the Equinox. I don't think there's any machine deeper than the Equinox if you know how to run the Equinox. I've never run the E-Track. I've seen it. I've seen a lot of videos on it. How's it work? Can you submerge the coil? I don't think you can, or I mean the console. Can you get the coil wet? That's even a better question. I'm not signed up for the Florida Hunt yet. I'm not. And man, that Potter, what is that? Potter Who runs that Florida dig? There's a couple people that went to that I really don't want to run into. That I'll probably end up. You guys are going to see a video of me rolling with somebody. Yeah, they're the people that don't like me because of my attitude. Now, I wanted an X-Cal today, Josh. I really did. I love the X-Cal. I used to tell you, man, it would be like, wow, 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 and I'd be like, oh man, that's a bottle cap pinched. That might even be a yellow bottle cap pinched. Dude, you sent me... Jason, you're a freak, man. That was just a joke. Oh man, send me another $5. I appreciate that. And you know I'm just gonna come out and buy you dinner. Look, there's my Texas tour, guys. Look, Michael stepping in. $20 from Michael Berryhill. I'm gonna be down to Texas. We're gonna do a Texas tour. I want to go over and see the what's that? Digging with Kevin there, East Texas. Kevin there. We got to meet him for sure. And then I've got to go over and see John at Extreme Scoops. There's a couple videos in Texas. Stagecoaches. Guys, I showed you that necklace Michael found and returned. Somebody was given like a giant reward, and this dude's so good that he got out of bed, went and found this guy's 70+ gram necklace, and then gave it to him and didn't take the reward. That's a true hunter. Man, I'm getting some good friends that I don't even know. Never even shook your hand, and I can't wait to shake your hand. The Sea Hunter. Josh, you got a Sea Hunter. And I see Josh with a Sea Hunter all the time. I don't know if he's hunted with it in a while, but I've seen many pictures. Yeah, he's got many pictures of him hunting with that Sea Hunter. But listen, guys, the 4 guys out there recovering today all had 800s. One of us needed like the Surfmaster. One of us needed some PI machine. None of us had a PI machine. We all were running Equinox. Probably would have found that lady's tennis bracelet if there was one PI machine out there. If you guys aren't subscribed to everybody's channel, just go subscribe to somebody else's channel. These are all like friends of mine, and I haven't even met half of you guys. Yeah, check out this St. Lucie metal detecting. Bernie over there, he's starting out a channel. I'll help you out, Bernie. There's a couple things that I don't know. I loved your last video where you explained the beach a little bit. It's definitely Vermont Derek-esque. I love that. Hey, thank you for that $5. I appreciate that. Anytime you guys want to hit me up, I'm at Instagram at Vermont Derek. At Vermont Derek. That's all you got to put. You can send me a message anytime. And then my phone number is public everywhere. So if you want to hit me up, you find my phone number and then just call me. I answer always. Patagonia, Argentina. Man, how'd you like to be in gold country like Argentina? Find diamonds while you're out metal detecting. Salute. Thank you for coming over. Anybody want to know anything about me, what I do, what I've done? You can ask those questions as well. I have 2 kids, 1 granddaughter. My son's 28. That was let you know how early I started. Yeah, Rob. So, man, that's all washed out pretty bad. Can I change that? Holy moly, is that really that bad? I can't get that to come in. Oh, there it is. So this is going to be Vermont Derek Outdoors, right? Because I love to fish and I love to bow hunt. So I hope to move to Iowa or Illinois sometime in the next year. It may even be by the end of this year. I may be in like Des Moines, Iowa, so that I can hunt Illinois, Wisconsin, Kansas. All the big deer states are right there in that little central circle, obviously. I love to bow hunt. I'll definitely come out to Hawaii. My sister was stationed in Kauai for a while, and then she moved to San Diego, and then she was in Diego Garcia. So my sister's been all over the world. You guys need any diamond rings? Have any girlfriends? I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Maybe I can do this. I still have that heart diamond ring. Can I even do that? Wow, that's bright ass light. Maybe you can see it. I don't know if you guys can even see that. Probably won't even show you. Diamond rings. This emerald ring, I still haven't had it appraised. Anybody want to give me $500 for that right now before I find out it's worth $3,000? Hang on, guys. I gotta let the cat out. Here we go. He went running like a scared cat. Yeah, so I've got 1 diamond ring, 2 diamond rings, 3 diamond rings, 4 diamond rings, an opal ring. I've got a pile of gold. I got rid of 4 rings today, and it was $500. Didn't find anything today except for 3 pairs of sunglasses, 1 smash pair of Ray-Bans. And then I got a huge story, if you guys didn't even hear that. Don't listen to somebody because they think that they know what they're doing. Listen, and if you're an entrepreneur, a business owner, and you got an 18-year-old that comes in, like a Kobe Bryant or a LeBron James that come in that know how to play better than some dude, like I can't even give you some of the older basketball players' names, but if an 18-year-old knows what he's doing better than the 30-year-old, hire the 18-year-old. If they're both equally talented, give the one with seniority the push towards the higher. But man, don't listen to somebody just because they think that they know something and they've been doing it longer than you. Just bothered the crap out of me. And I still don't know if I'm going to embarrass that old guy. Gotta let it go, I guess. Yeah, I looked this ring up, Bernie. I looked this ring up. This particular stone, this particular 1.5 carat emerald cut, man, it's hard. This bright light. I just saw it was like $3,000. It's one of the most impressive looking emeralds that I've ever seen. It's the lightest green. It's just a spectacular looking ring. So it could be $500 or $3,000. I just haven't had it appraised yet. Still have this diamond ring. This one was appraised at $3 grand. 55 diamonds. That's just horrible light. Sorry about the light, guys. It's crazy. Any other questions? My first machine was a Garrett AT Pro. My second machine was a Sovereign GT that I ended up waterproofing. Like I said, I bought the Sovereign for, it was $1,200 at the time. I ended up putting another couple $100 into it. It ended up costing me as much as the X-Cal. Realized I just needed an X-Cal. Bought the X-Cal with all the harnesses that you need. I ended up wearing it on my chest that was lighter. Killed it with the Excalibur. Sold the Excalibur, moved back to Florida, and the Equinox was my last machine that I just bought. And the Equinox is the best machine that I've ever had. I've got still some modifications. I want a machine that's got a slide removable battery pack. We can use the battery for 6-8 hours, slide it off, and then slide a new one on. How hard is that? You don't need any connections that go into the machine itself. Why can't you make a waterproof battery that just slides on and slides off? I don't know. There's some things. I've got modifications. Told you about, Josh, that I'm about to invent a metal detector that we're all gonna love. Oh, and I got clothes coming out, guys. So see, I got some stuff I can't really tell you. I contacted a clothing company. I've got some things that modifications, like look what we wear, right? This is going to be the new normal. right? Why don't they just have this attached to a shirt? The shirt, you pull it on. This is just attached to the shirt. There's no gaps. Look at this. Look at that burn spot, guys. How was I supposed to know that that was out of my shirt all day long? No, you don't know until the next day, and you're like, what the hell's happened to my shoulder? Well, if this was attached to the shirt, wouldn't that make sense? Same with the sleeves. I got some sleeve ideas too. Hey, brother, what's going on? Brooklyn Treasure Hunter, hey. Boost, if I could speak Spanish, I would speak Spanish. I really would. And then I've got some Portuguese friends that are in Brazil, and you don't know if they're Portuguese or they're Spanish speaking. I appreciate you, man. I'm going to be up to New York, through New York, this area. Hopefully, we'll be able to get together and do some sort of like New Hampshire hunt where we have a few of my friends. We all come to like a New Hampshire spot, or I can even invite you all to Vermont because I'll have some really good locations in Vermont when I get there. If everybody wants to come up and do some sort of collaboration in Vermont, I'll definitely have some stuff up there. And guys, my family was in Vermont from 1780. So my family pretty much founded Vermont, and I've got a lot of connections. So I'll have some properties that we're going to find some first coppers and some first coins of the United States. So Okeechobee. How'd you like to be in Okeechobee? There's some old historic Spanish stuff going on there. I played in Fort Pierce for a little while. Anybody got any questions for me? There he is. Jose, guys. Check out Detection Caribbean. Caribe. I can never say that, Jose. Send me your drone, Jose. You know you got 3 or 4 drones. You know you had 3 or 4 people send you a drone. Send me a drone. You send me a good drone, I'll send you a good scoop. That's a trade. How about that? I'll send you a $700 scoop. You send me a $700 drone. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Jose, go over to Detection Caribe. I can never say that, Jose. I could say it 100 times and say it wrong every time. I am Beach Pirate Hunter. His name's Ray. Ray's in Jacksonville. He's about 5 hours from me. I think he's in Jacksonville. He hunts Jacksonville Beach all the time. He did just hunt Fort Myers Beach, so I'm not sure how he drove by. Old Chief from Hawaii. Chief, are you still in Hawaii or Mexico? Did you ever get back with your wife? Sweet. The AT Pro does work in wet sand. I don't know who told you that it doesn't. The AT Pro doesn't work in the salt water. You got to turn the sensitivity down to like half for it to even be working. Listen, when I first got the AT Pro, that's how I paid for a few extras that I got. I paid for my AT Pro the 3rd day. I found a 21 gram 15 diamond ring GT. Paid for my AT Pro. And the Pro works really well because you can discriminate. Like you can run it right up to the cabanas and it'll be chirping off like it was the 80s and 90s. You can turn those off and then you can run right around the cabanas, and then that 6x9 coil, or what's the length of that coil? It's 11 or 6x11 or whatever that coil is that comes with the Pro. That's a really good coil. There's nothing wrong with the AT Pro. I recommend that to anybody starting out that doesn't know anything about metal detecting. the AT Pro is probably the easiest and best machine. Yeah, can you even imagine somebody throwing bobby pins in front of you, or pennies? I've got a bucket of pennies, so don't mess with me. Oh man, can you even imagine? What's a Russian coin sound like? Is it like a lot of iron? I know the Canadian coins are really rough to detect with the Equinox. Let me close the door. Hang on. All right, so that's about it. I just came on to complain about somebody told me to shut up. Actually, he said, "You be quiet. You don't know as much as I do because I've been doing it for 30 years." That's why I came on, just so you guys know that I'm not doing a video tonight. I've got the footage from today. I found 3 really nice pairs of sunglasses and like a hoop gold earring, really nice gold earring. But out of respect for the lady who lost her tennis bracelet, I can't post the video because I want them to have a few days to be able to look for that, for them to look for that bracelet. The Suncoast Rescue, those guys are amazing. Anybody who hunts for something for free is amazing. I mean, for real, if you guys are part of the ring finders, you're amazing. I've been asked, and ring finders just reached out to me like a few days ago and asked me if I would join. No, I'm not going to pay $150 a year to join something to go look for somebody's stuff for free. My time's really valuable right now, so I can't afford to pay to give my time. So I'm sorry. I will probably end up being a ring finder here in the next couple years. I'll be somebody that they call out to do that. But right now I'm trying to build my channel. I really appreciate everybody that's come out and supports my channel constantly. All you guys that donated. Mike, I love you out there in Texas. My first trip is Vermont. My second trip is to Texas. Third trip to California. If you guys want me to come record you or put your channel or whatever, we have a collaboration, hit me up before I start making my plans. My plans are to be out of here within a month. So hopefully I'll be on the road. Maybe you'll see my detecting vehicle. I'm going to have some sort of like ghetto minivan, and I'll put some sort of big coil on the side so you guys can see me coming through your state. Yeah, I have found one of those fake treasure coins. What's some of the stuff that I found that you guys will find interesting? I think I've done this before. Hang on. Oh, and my I would say my collab count for the year is, I'm already at probably $1,000 for the year. Close to. I don't even know. Look. This is from September, guys. And this is like Detection Caribe. See, I said it again. Detection Caribe. Jose. This is like his week total, guys. If you don't watch him, Jose, you need to go subscribe to Jose's channel. And Jose, you owe me some. His channel's blowing up, guys. And he said he's got some sort of secret for me, and he still hasn't told me the secret. Hey, where's the messy hole ring? I got a messy hole ring in here somewhere. Look, look, look. There it is, James. Rebecca. The messy hole ring, guys. So check out the collaboration with the messy hole. And there's their ring. That's the one I found that day. But yeah, I got like silver, probably a couple pounds of silver. This is a $300, what's it called? Sarginium ring or something. I don't know. You guys have seen my videos, so you probably know which ones these come from. This is free to anybody who wants it. You probably should be outside of St. Pete, though, because if you're ever wearing that and the biker dude comes up and says, hey, that's my ring, you should probably just give it to him because it's probably his ring. How cool is that? But yeah, if you, I don't even know. Anybody wants any of this stuff, let me know. For real. Here's my earring box. Single earring box. Oh. I think it was James and Rebecca that told me what these were, too. Can you even imagine? Can you even imagine that gauge in your ear? No, you, Sarah, I love that photo you guys sent me of you two holding hands with the rings that I sent over. So I appreciate that a lot. I appreciate the photo more than anything. You guys don't even know. Look at it. Imagine getting shot with that. Yeah, you guys want to talk about metal detecting, let me know. Because I'll talk about metal detecting. How cool is that? Crystal arrowhead. I don't sell my finds. I would sell my finds. I just tell people if they want them to let me know. I'll generally give them to you. Send me some money for shipping and I'll send you anything. Look at that nail. That's a couple few 100-year-old nail. Brass nail off a ship. I don't know. I love you guys. I appreciate you coming out. Everybody, thank you for all the donations. If you guys have any questions, I'm at vermontderek@hotmail.com. vermontderek@hotmail.com. I'm also at vermontderek on Instagram. You can hit me up anywhere. My number, I'm at Vermont Derek on Facebook. I also have Metal Detecting Channel on Facebook. If you guys have any questions anywhere, anytime, you can ask me for real. Because I don't not answer my phone for anything. If I see it weird, I'll say, hello. If I don't recognize the number, I'll just say, hello. Or you'll hear me say, this is Derek. So, love you guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And again, if you guys have any questions, just ask for real. Yeah, thank you. North Carolina, Metal Detecting NC. I appreciate it. And you guys, do me a favor, send me an email too, so when I'm on my way up through North Carolina, I stop and, you know, we do something with, there's a couple channels. I know, who else is up there? I know the Stealth Diggers are up in that area. I'll get together with James at the Messy Hole. If you guys haven't seen that channel, James is just like a editing master. So we're going to be doing a collaboration here probably within the next month and a half before it gets too cold up in the Northeast. So, love you guys. I appreciate it. It's coming up on an hour. I didn't want to. No, dude, you're a stud for real. Like, I love what you're doing. You're an artist, is what. Just get back to what you were doing when you were in high school and you were having fun. I love every bit of it. Night, guys. Thank you. Thanks for everything. And if you got any questions for me or anything for me, just ask. Yeah, I'm a driving fool. I love driving. I really do. And if you need anything, anybody needs anything from me, just let me know. You want to know anything, let me know. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Have a good night. Later, SoCal guys.